Hello everyone, back tuning into today's video. We're going to do the 5-day forecast today. We're going to have a detailed look at weather for the next 5 days in the British Isles. Yesterday had a lovely taste of spring, of course, outside of mist patches. There were 1 or 2 mist patches lingering on. It's very cold where that happened, but otherwise it's a very mild spring-like day yesterday. Temperatures up to 14, 15 degrees, quite widely in many parts of the country. The first real taste of spring of the year. But it's not lasting, and it's all going downhill from today onwards. Got a lot more cloud across the country today. We're also bringing in outbreaks of rain. As we go beyond this, we're going to see more rain coming along, and eventually it's going to get much colder, and we could open the floodgates to a really cold easterly wind as we go through Sunday into the start of next week. And I'll have a look at all the detail in a moment. But I just want to mention the advertising will usually be a video ad overlay my weather videos at gavsweathervids.com. Please play those videos. You'll be supporting gavsweathervids.com by doing that. I want to mention the websites I'm using for the video. We've got the radar picture coming from the UK Met Office, and we've got charts coming from weathercentral.de and weatheroutlook.com. All 3 of those websites can be found on my links page. Just go to the top of the page, click on the links tab, you'll go through to the links page, and there you'll see the links for the various websites. Whichever website you want to look at, just click on the link and you'll go through to that website and be able to see everything in this video for yourself. So this is the current radar picture. We've got this quite heavy area of rain here across Ireland, down through the Irish Sea into parts of western Wales. Light and patchy rain there through the Midlands in towards northern England, not really amounting to very much. But through the day I think the rain will get not heavier, but it'll get more persistent, really, this light sort of drizzly stuff, tending to become more persistent across northern England, Scotland in particular, through the course of the rest of the day. So this is today's GFS chart, first of all, and this is putting things in context of where we are just at the moment. We've got high pressure here up to the north of the country, beginning to build around Greenland, starting to push down towards Iceland. Got this deep area of low pressure out in the Atlantic at 975 millibars, and these 2 areas, the high pressure to the north, the low pressure to the south, are really having a bit of a battle. And over the next few days, I'll continue to battle it out with weather fronts strung out across the British Isles. And eventually that cold area of high pressure will win the battle, at least temporarily. So for the rest of today, we're really looking at a lot of cloud across the country. Weather fronts coming up, fairly weak weather fronts, but weather fronts coming up from the southwest, producing little bits and pieces of rain and drizzle almost anywhere. Rain getting more persistent, as I say, across parts of northern England, central southern Scotland, and it's quite heavy, that rain, across Ireland and around those Irish Sea coasts. To the south and the southeast, largely dry, but there will be bits and pieces of rain coming along through the day, as there will be to the north and the northeast of Scotland as well. Temperatures are still mild, but they're down on yesterday's values, obviously because we've not got the sunshine. So temperatures today up to around 10, 11, 12 degrees, still above average into the 50s Fahrenheit, but it's not quite as warm as it was yesterday because we're lacking the sunshine. We'll have a look at the FATS charts now, and this first of all is the FATS chart for midnight tonight. But remember, the FATS charts are from the UK Met Office. They have the human interpretation of the models by the forecasters at the Met Office. We've got weather fronts here across the country, generally quite weak weather fronts, but they will pep up a little bit through the night. So I think if anything, we'll find the rain becoming a little bit more widespread through the night and a little bit heavier as well. So most of us will get some rain tonight, certainly some dampness, but outbreaks of rain in places as well. It's going to be a cloudy night, but it will be a mild night, a frost-free night generally for most of the country, with temperatures holding up at 4, 5 or 6 degrees, so really doing quite well with the temperatures tonight. Now, we've still got these weather fronts across the country through the course of tomorrow. This one coming into the southwest will be quite active. These other ones probably generally quite weak features, but still enough to produce a lot of cloud across the country, very limited brightness through tomorrow. Generally, it's quite a cloudy day, and there'll be light rain or drizzle almost anywhere, maybe some heavier rain in places. Difficult to say where that's going to be, but probably more particularly over high ground. And then as this weather front comes into Ireland and southwest England, that really could start to pep the rain up down there in the southwest, with some pretty quite heavy rain developing across Wales, southwestern England, in towards the Midlands as well, perhaps later on in the day, and certainly through Ireland as well. Temperatures are going to be on the mild side still, around 8, 9, 10 degrees, so round or just a little bit above the seasonal average, but edging down a little bit on those of today, and that's going to be the gradual trend through the course of the 5-day period, with those temperatures easing off day by day as we go through the period. Now, as we move through in towards Friday, we've got to look at this little area of low pressure across the north of France. That could be a little bit further north, and if it is, it could produce some heavy rain across central and southern parts of England and Wales. We do need to keep an eye on that. That could be quite significant and heavy rain in the south. Elsewhere, we've still got these weather fronts over the country, so looking at another cloudy day on Friday with outbreaks of rain. Again, much of the rain probably on the light side, but heavier outbreaks can't be ruled out. We will have that band of heavy rain coming up across the country Thursday night into Friday, so I think we'll all get a dose of quite wet weather Thursday night into Friday, and that's across northern England and Scotland as we go in towards Friday. Notice the winds are going into the east and the southeast across central and northern eastern parts of Scotland. That will bring low cloud, mist and fog around these eastern coasts, but it'll start to bring colder air in as well, so by Friday evening the rain could be starting to turn to snow across parts of central Scotland, particularly over the higher ground. So it'll be a colder day in the north on Friday, with temperatures in Scotland just 4 or 5 degrees. Still reasonably mild across England and Wales, with temperatures of around 8, 10, being 50 Fahrenheit. But the temperatures do edge down, say, day by day through the week. And then as we go in towards Saturday, where we've got this little area of low pressure sitting off the coast of southeast England, these weather fronts still strung out across the country. This one probably producing outbreaks of rain, sleet and snow for Scotland, turning increasingly to sleet or snow as that cold air digs in from the east, undercuts, and I think we could see the rain turning increasingly to snow for Scotland on Saturday. Elsewhere it's generally rain, but there could be some sleet or snow coming down onto the Pennines by the end of the day. As I say, it's a cloudy, damp sort of day with rain on and off throughout the day on Saturday. Sleet or snow for Scotland and over the high ground of northern England. A colder day again, with that easterly wind freshening up all the time, bringing mist, fog and low cloud to eastern coasts of Scotland and England. Temperatures in the north just 2 or 3 degrees at best. In the south probably around 7, 8, maybe up to 9 degrees still along the south coast, but that's the cold air is digging in all the time. And then we move through to the GFS model, and that low pressure is then starting to slip away to the south of the country as we go into Sunday, and that's as we open the door then to that very, very cold easterly wind coming in off the continent. So Sunday has the potential to see rain turning to snow, first of all overnight, Saturday into Sunday across many parts of the country. Difficult to say what's going to happen with this. I'm going to have to keep an eye on it over the next couple of days. I will be updating on it through Thursday and Friday, but there is potential Saturday into Sunday for rain to turn to snow across the country, and then that persistent area of rain, sleet and snow will move away through Sunday. We bring in that easterly wind around this area of high pressure. That's bringing in very cold air, so we could well find snow showers running over the North Sea into eastern parts of the country. With those tightly packed ice bars, it'll be very windy, so a substantial wind chill factor and possibility of some drifting of that snow over higher ground. So again, I do have to emphasise it's uncertain, but I'm going to have to keep a close eye on this over the next couple of days. It'll be a very cold day on Sunday, if this is right, with temperatures just 2 or 3 degrees at best, barely above freezing actually for Scotland. And then as we move through in towards Monday, that high pressure is coming down across the country. We're still in this east to northeasterly wind across England and Wales, still bringing very cold upper air temperatures. If we have a look at the upper air temperatures for Monday again, we've got to be minus 10 isotherm, clearing the whole of the country, bringing minus 15 HPA air close to eastern coast. So that's very, very cold really for the time of the year. Again, we'll be feeding in snow showers, I think, across England and Wales in particular, with this east or northeasterly wind. Tightly packed ice bars, so it'll be windy, a substantial wind chill factor, and as I say, there's the risk of snow showers coming in from the east. Can't rule out really, with that sort of depth of cold in the upper atmosphere, we might get some longer spells of snow in eastern counties, so definitely one to keep an eye on. For Scotland, Northern Ireland and eventually Northern England, the risk of snow will ease off as this high pressure topples in, but it'll stay very cold. The temperatures on Monday will be barely above freezing anywhere, with hard frost early and late. Finally, having a look at the charts from the Weather Outlook, and we're missing a chart per day. A lot of cloud across the country, a few sunny spells in the south and southeast, but generally it's a cloudy day. And we've got these light bits and pieces of rain almost anywhere, getting heavier and more persistent through the day across Wales, northern, central, southern parts of Scotland. It is a mild day, but not as mild as yesterday because we've lost the sunshine. Generally, Thursday is going to be a cloudy day with outbreaks of rain on and off through the day. A lot of the rain will be light and patchy, but there could be heavier rain almost anywhere. Going into Friday again, I've got a lot of cloud across the country with rain around as well. Again, most of the rain on the light side, some heavier rain in places. It'll turn more persistent and heavier, I think, that rain in the southwest actually through the course of Friday. Going into Saturday, and again, quite a lot of cloud rain across the country, so we are generally setting up quite a wet spell here, I think, with quite a bit of rain around. Notice we've got snow turning up now across Scotland on Saturday. It'll be on the high ground initially, but coming down to lower and lower levels with time. And with time, I think that snow could start to turn up over the Pennines as well through the course of Saturday. The temperatures edging down all the time as that cold easterly wind freshens up. And then as we go into Sunday, well, we've opened the floodgates then to that easterly wind. So we've got snow here across many parts of the country, particularly in the east, but not exclusively so. Temperatures are really struggling to get above freezing across all areas, despite the fact that it's the 10th of March. It's going to be a very cold day if this is right. And as we go into Monday, then we're still in that east to northeasterly wind with the risk of snow showers here, particularly for England and Wales and around these eastern coasts. Mainly dry in western areas, perhaps with sunny spells, but those snow showers could be quite widespread actually on Monday, given the depth of the cold that the GFS model is forecasting in the upper atmosphere and that strong easterly wind penetrating them well inland. So that's it. It looks as though we're going to be going back to winter over the next few days. Good agreement on change to much colder weather from the weekend onwards. In between now and the weekend, we've got cloud and rain really going on across many parts of the country. A lot of the rain will be light, but there will be heavier bursts of rain around at times as well. Then as we move through into the weekend, opening the doors to that east to northeasterly wind, increasing risk of snow. Could be substantial snow perhaps in eastern parts of the country by Sunday and Monday. So I'll be keeping an eye on it over the next few days. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.